I wanted to send you a video instead of calling you back. Although I left the dealership, I gotta handle some shit right now. But I was definitely listening to you, and I just provide my input. I know sometimes you feel alone, and you may be alone. You know, I must say for myself, just to relate, that I often feel detached from friends. I feel detached from living the regular mundane life, and I'm still fighting for my happiness. The only thing that's been keeping me going, keeping me alive, and people, still reach out, of course, and is the passion. I have a goal. I have an end goal. I have tunnel vision. I don't see nothing around me. I'm responsible for myself. I gotta pay for my own bills. I gotta basically maintain my living. I have to survive, and everybody in somewhat is assisting. And I feel like even with you, that can be the case. I've always felt like this when we talk. You're like you're skating on borderline of depression. You have to build internal love for yourself, to love what you're doing to the point that none of that stuff matters. The only thing that's keeping me going. I could have fell off the way people have, detached themselves from me, and I always say real friends hang in there. I also feel like real friends, yeah, you may feel like you don't have anybody there for you to talk to at times, and people around you may not like you, may feel that way, yeah. But it's time to look within. Our outer perspective is based on our inner spiritual feelings. And yes, spirit have feelings. And I'm doing this video, like I said, so you can recap and look at it more. So that you're not relatively alone. You may be alone in some aspects, but not overall. And I'm not going to say God got you, because you already know that. You already know that. But I really think it's time to find out it's not just happiness. We can't just seek happiness in this vessel and in this realm. We're gonna have to find a passion, a purpose to live while we're here. Our contribution is very important to this planet, and what type of contribution we give is going to entail the end result of our spiritual dwellings after, and it's going to determine the karma and the things that we receive while we're here. Some people are cutthroat, and yes, they're getting by, and yes, they're on top. Yeah, they are. But it all depends. If that's their game, then their spirit will have to answer to the universe. When the time comes. We can't speak about them, who runs this country and things like that. But in order to find eternal happiness, there needs to be a goal so big, and you got to love it so much that no matter what happens to you or people around you, however, whatever they do, you have that focus, and it keeps you alive. They say that we're born into this machine. We didn't ask to be born. We didn't ask to be here in this bullshit machine. But since we're here, we gotta make the best of it. We have to have a focus. I think you haven't found a tangible focus. And they say chasing dreams is what it is. Don't chase a dream. Have a passion and manifest that vision. I don't care what it is. Be a farmer or whatever. You need that. Without that, it's hard to have self-love, because now you're looking for love to be given because you're not getting it. But you have something that you want and strive for has to be to give you that love. And for me, it's music. But it's beyond the music. It's my will to express and innovate and incite in my perspectives. I feel like I can contribute something great to the planet and to spirits among this planet. I think we all have a calling. Some of us don't know it, but I'm walking into my calling, and my assignment is bigger than myself. So that's what I'm doing. You have an assignment too, to anoint, to teach, to help. So don't crumble now. Don't feel like you don't have any friends. There's people out there that think similar to you. There's people out there who can connect to you, whether it be through school, and maybe not at work, maybe based on the environment. Okay, maybe it's time to start changing the environment. Take a step back. Just step back. Ask yourself, what does Brittany want for herself? What do I want for myself? And then you'll start to move forward. whether it be to get 3 or 4 jobs, 5 jobs, jobs you don't even like. You'll start getting back to saving your money. Maybe moving out may be the next step. Creating a different environment for yourself. And you can do it, man. You fucking went to Canada. I'm sorry, Alaska. I'm not sure if... Yeah, Alaska, is that in Canada? I mean, I sound kind of retarded right now. I need to Google that. Canada's not in Alaska. No. But, like I said, you went to all these different countries on your own by yourself. You got heart, man. You need to get back to that space. I remember you used to talk about DC, how much you hated the disgusting energy here. And you just packed your bags and you left, man. You are a true fucking survivor. Strong black woman. One of the strongest black and smart. That's why I say I would love to have you on my team. Although I'm not focusing exactly on that at the moment, it's formulating. You are a part of my circle. I'm a part of yours. I know you may want to be around more or want more friends to be around more, but the reality is that we have to do for selves to help each other. In the end, we're coming together. If I had it my way, I would have a condo. You can live with me. I'm trying to get off my feet so I can be able to provide for my friends and help my friends. I'm in the midst of trying, to provide for myself and survive. I'm out here every day, no days off really. I can't deal with no girlfriends. I'm not hanging out with friends. None of that. I'm making major sacrifices. And people say, damn, you look good. You almost 30. You ain't got no kids. I'm not living up to the expectations of the world, man. I'm gonna go get me a house. No. I can go to Baltimore and pay that fucking rent. I'd be struggling. But I'm gonna manifest my goals, man. I'm getting close. I'm gonna make it happen. Through music, film, plays, acting, modeling, other businesses. I'm gonna help my black community. Can't lose that goal. I don't want to hear you crumble like that again. And if you need a hug, I'll meet up with you tomorrow and give you a big fucking tight hug and a kiss on the cheek, because you need it. You feel like you need some love, and maybe you do. Maybe you do. But it's time for self-love first. That's what I'm gonna say. You best to find you a goal that only you want to accomplish, something you love, and manifest that. That's gonna keep you driven, keep you alive. It's gonna keep you happy. The only thing they can't take away from you, and it's gonna keep you connected to your conscious. You don't need any more spiritual growth. We all need spiritual growth, but I'm like, you've reached an all-time high in your growth, but it's still not filling that void for you. Why? Because you don't love anything on this planet yet. Once you love something and you go for it, it's gonna change. And you had that when you went to school and shit, and then you stopped going to school. School doesn't have to be a passion, but you had a agenda. I remember you were happy, and then you got back to DC, and then you got depressed. And maybe it is a change of environment that needs to happen. You did it all by yourself, man. You made good friends out there. Remember that. You were on a good path until you start talking about the schooling and the math and stuff. But what you did is you learn how to survive, you learn how to fish, you can teach me things. So don't forget that. Don't forget that.